It is time for more Minecraft Bingo. I'm on my own looking at seed 4777, going for as many points as we can in 25 minutes. This card looks pretty difficult, but it's actually an interesting card from the point of view of, I think if I just do some shallow caving for some iron and stay on the surface and just kind of forego the diamond axe, the lapis, the gold objects, and the emerald, and assume that I can find some redstone somewhere on the surface, like I could still get a good score. And so I think I might actually try to do that and not plan to actually do any deep caving. I'm not sure if that's a good strategy or not, but I think that's probably what I'm going to do on this card. We do need to kill a bunch of mobs. There are, okay, to the east, slightly southeast, there are some red mushrooms. I've turned up my render distance from 12 to 14 because sometime in the last couple of weeks there was like a jungle that might have been visible just a couple steps away from spawn and I never saw it. And so I would like to be able to see those things in the future, and I think I'll be able to record and handle a render distance of 14 on this computer, and so we'll give it a try. I see brown mushrooms already, and we do need an apple. Swamp trees would be the best thing to try to get the apple, and I'd prefer to try to do that once I already have some string and I could go fishing. So I think I'll probably wait on trying to actually get the apple, but I will chop down the entirety of this tree just in case we get super lucky and end up like respawning at the end of the game or something, and can manage to do something there. I thought I saw pigs on top of the red mushroom. It's like that looked pink and red. This is a slower way to chop down a mushroom, but I haven't gotten my stone tools yet. And there we go. Okay, there's my red mushroom. If I want stone, oh, there's a place to get swamp trees over here. Okay, I'll probably plan to do that shortly. Let's make my way over to the stone first. Get my tools going, as one does. And since I've already got the mushroom ingredients here, let's try to make sure that we actually go ahead and craft up that before I forget about it. That is a good thing. Oops. And then I'm used to my pick being over there because it's the first thing that I craft, and so it automatically like pops into that inventory slot. But this time it was the bowls, and so I managed to kind of screw myself up there anyway. All right, there's the mushroom stew. I guess we can hold on to the bowls as a smelting ingredient potentially. I forget. They smelt like half an item maybe. I don't remember. With all of these newly smeltable, is that a word? Smeltable items. Exactly how much smelting time the various thingy-doos give you. I think I hear a skeleton, but I'm not going to worry about him. What I am going to worry about is trying to get my apple. So we're going to chop down 3 swamp trees. And are there things that I could be cooking up right now? Yes. I could be cooking up this. So we'll go ahead and get that going. Did it really not go in my inventory? Come on, game. Alright. And then I could also get some glass. But let's chop down a couple more swamp trees, and then I don't think there was sand sitting right there. But there must be sand. Yeah, I see some sand over in this direction. So we'll go grab our sand so that we can cook that up. And then I still don't have the string to do any fishing as of yet. I don't remember. Yes, there's fireworks rockets, so I need the sugarcane for that. And anytime there's an emerald on the card, it could be useful to get the extra sugarcane, just in case you have the opportunity to trade for it. And so if you have the opportunity to walk through sugarcane, I recommend picking it up, because it might turn out to be useful, kind of somewhat unexpectedly. And coal is going to be useful at some point as well, but let's get some more stuff smelting. And I might even chop down another tree over here if the apple is not yet fallen. All right, so we're going to do this. We're going to set this down. We're going to go ahead and craft this. It actually would be really useful for me to go ahead and be cooking up something else. And so there's stone right over here. Oops. 5, 6, 7, 8. Great. And let's run over here. Still haven't seen an apple fall. Yeah, okay. Didn't do that right. Let's get another furnace going to be cooking up food. like so. And then, yeah, it looks like maybe those each cook up a thingy. Yeah, whatever. All right. I should really learn these things, but I haven't learned these things. I don't think I need that. I do want to turn this into blocks, and I do want to go ahead and turn 3 of these into pages. Actually, I'm going to need a book as well, so I need more pages. The blocks can go here. This can be crafted into my bottles. And I don't think I see a fermented spider eye on this card. And so that could probably just go away. This is ready to be picked up. That's probably still cooking some food. Are there any apples here? Please, apples. Apple, apple, apple. This is a tiny little swamp tree, and I would really like to get the apple. And so I will chop it down as well, and hope that we get lucky as I cycle back around and pick up my pork chops. Any apples? No apples. Pork chops ready to go. Is that an apple? That is not an apple. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Apple did not want to fall. Let's kill some more pigs. And, yeah, you know what? I can just dig down if I'm just going for some iron. Shallow, maybe we'll find a little cave. And so I'm going to give it a little bit more time to try to get an apple out of this. And one imagines I could at least find some iron, if not a cave in a dungeon. I'm close enough to spawn that if I somehow kill myself, I ought to be able to recover. Do I need a flint? Yes, and I just got one. Terrific. Alright, so that was lucky at least. Alright, but I'm already down too deep. This did not do what I intended. I don't hear any mobs. So we're going to get out of here. I think the cobble will be more valuable. I have tons of wood already. And unfortunately, we've wasted a bit of time. Well, wasted. We went on a gambit. It didn't work out for us. I don't see any apples over there. I still don't see apples over here. And still don't see apples over here. There's something on top of that bush. It's just another sapling. Okay. Well, that was unlucky. 3 or 4 swamp trees usually is going to win you an apple. In this case, it did not. I still need to look out for a jungle, and there's a number of other things that I need from the surface. I'm going to need spruce trees, so we'll head over in that direction. And at the end, if it doesn't look like I have a chance to get another item, like right near the end of the game, I could kill myself and go back to spawn and possibly still find an apple despawning from one of the numerous trees that I chopped down. So we could kind of hope for that still in the future. All right, and while we're here, I do have a little bit more of this, hello, that I can cook up. And let's go ahead and put some of it in here as well with some of this. And I can do this and have all kinds of blocks. And let's see, there are other things I can craft. Okay, there's my, what do you call? So let's just get out of here. That's almost done. This will be enough food, yeah. So we'll go ahead and just chop this down and chop this down. All right, 11 pork chops, that's gonna be fine. And let's see, I don't see a pumpkin. Chickens, I would need to lay an egg in order to get the one thingamadoo. And what else do I need from the surface? A jungle could help get 2 items. If I had any iron, I could try to trim the dead bush once I get to a desert, and there's always the cactus in the desert as well. We have some wolfy friends, and it looks like possibly a cave that would go down to iron level. So let's try to get some iron here. And I do want to try to cook some of it up. Oops, come on. Sure, whatever. I'm not doing a great job with my furnace management. I'm not on top of the button clicking today. That's going to be another whole 10 seconds. I hate this. Poop. Let's go ahead and do this and that, and then go ahead and craft up some things out of the iron that we're going to need, which I think basically is going to be a pickaxe and shears. The pickaxe might not actually be worth it, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. because I do think it will help me mine various things up faster. The shears are going to be worth it, and then I don't think we have enough to make the bucket as well yet, unfortunately. All right, but at least we have a little bit of that ready to go, and we'll try to find more opportune moments to get little bits of iron when we can, when it's super convenient, and then try to explore as much as we can of the overworld. It's going to be nighttime soon. We do need to kill an Enderman, and right, I keep seeing pigs. I don't need more of you. I need the other animals. I need chickens and cows. Oh, I see a desert over there, though. And do I need a squid ink? Yes, I need a squid ink as one of 3 bits to go into the book. Okay, thank you. And a boat is going to be useful to me in the long term. So we are going to make ourselves a boat with some of our many wood. All right. And head to the desert. It'll just be turning nighttime, so this will be a good time to spot an Enderman. I've got a furnace in the bar for cooking up the cactus. There's more sugarcane over here, which just in case we can trade for an emerald, we'll go for. And I see the shrub over here that I can get as well. So we'll hop on out, grab our boat. I want to get this thing. There we go. And then I want to go grab a cactus somewhere. Here's one. I just need the one cactus, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So we'll get that going. And then, do I see any more mobs I need in any direction? No. So we'll just go ahead and pick this right back up. Keep looking for our jungle, I suppose. Should I hop in my boat again here? It looks like it's not going to go very far. We'll keep an eye out for the mobs we need to kill. And try to get somewhere a little bit higher so we can see if there's a desert coming, or a jungle coming up in any direction. And I should update the card, actually. Let's take a moment to do that. Right, okay, cows, chickens, and jungle, and pumpkin, I think are all good things to look for. And I see an Enderman over there. I might have gotten him angry. I think I did. But I think he's stuck on the island and inside a sugarcane, or he can't like track to me or something crazy. Might have been faster to use the boat. I'm not sure. He is angry. Gonna try to hit him this way so he doesn't go in the water. All right, we got lucky and got the ender pearl. That's terrific. And just in case, once again, the sugar comes into play for trading for an emerald, I'm gonna grab all the sugarcane. Doesn't look like... Ooh, a mesa! Since I don't plan to go downstairs, that could be a good place to get the gold, actually. I'm going to try to avoid the skeletons for now, because bones are very easy to find in a dungeon, and so if I manage to find even a single dungeon, I imagine I can get the bones elsewhere. That cave doesn't look super terrific, and I prefer to go caving in the desert, or in the mesa, so that I can get the gold. So let's see if we can find a cave entrance over here in said mesa, while we avoid all the bad guys. This looks like a cave entrance. Sure. There's even red mushrooms, in case we'd missed them earlier. Alright, and the iron pick will allow us to mine up more things more quickly. And there's enough here. So let's go ahead and get it going. We'll do that. And that. And then I'm going to need 5 pieces of gold in order to make all the things that I could possibly want, I think, in this area. Okay, and so once again, all right, looks like we got a double vein of iron over here. That was pretty nice. Half of you can go in here, and half of you can go in here, and I'll come back to that in a moment. Let's hope that we find some gold. Ought to be possible. I do need the gunpowder. Thank you. And I see the gold. All over the place. Because it's a mesa. I think there was a skeleton right there. I don't hear him walking over, though. So maybe he wasn't there or he didn't see me. And I think that's 5 pieces of gold. Yep, it is. Where did I come from? Right over here. Let's go ahead and make a 3rd furnace. because why not? Oops, hey. And get our gold cooking up in there. And then meanwhile, with all of this stuff, what are some of the things that we could craft? I could craft a minecart and a chest. I've got enough wood that I don't mind spending the wood on the chest, even though I'm likely to find one on a dungeon later. I'm going to need to have some of that. Once I get some redstone, I can craft up the gunpowdery thing. So let's do that. There we go, fireworks rockets. I can make iron rails, so let's go ahead and make those. And then I'm going to have to update my card soon, and I still need some redstone, and this did seem like a good cave where we might be able to find that stuff. Yeah, let's go ahead and update the card. There are still things I want from the surface, but let's go ahead and do this. And my inventory isn't that cluttered, but I'd feel better dropping a couple things that are obviously not needing to be here. And then the focus is just on finding a dungeon where we can find some redstone. So can I find a redstoney dungeon quickly is the question of the day. And the answer seems to be no, but there was another direction to go over here. So we'll take a quick look. Excuse me, do you have a dungeon over here? I don't see one there. I don't see one there. There is another way to go down here. It may or may not lead to a dungeon. Okay, this is actually going down. Yeah, it's still not getting a dungeon, though. It's not going quite deep enough to get my lapis, I don't think. Let's take one more quick look over here. That is not the lava level. That's just a random lake. There's a dungeon. Sadly, there's a bunch of skeletons in front of it. Good news is I have lots of good food. And so let's eat some. Okay. And let's eat another piece if I can. Should be able to momentarily. There we go. And you know what? I'm going to... I don't have any coal. Is there coal here? There's coal right here. And... oh, I got the bone. Haha. I'm going to craft a torch to put a torch on whatever type of spawner this is. Hopefully I'm out of range of the spawner right now. It'd be a shame if I were spawning a bunch of bad guys right at the moment. Oops, come on. Ah, trying to leave the boat on the bar, because I know I'm going to want it again in the not too distant future. Okay, got a torch in there. So 2 zombies, and we should be in good shape to get some redstone, hopefully. Which will go with some of our items. Oh, there's some gold in there even. There's gold in them there hills, and a golden apple, and I didn't see any redstone, sadly. So I think... ooh, I no longer have good blocks in the bar. Hello. And I have a bunch of stuff that I don't need at this point. I do still need an ink sac. I definitely don't need that. I don't need beetroot seeds. I don't need normal seeds. And I can go ahead and eat this. Okay, that was a good way to very quickly get some free inventory space once again, and there isn't another dungeon over here. Okay. How close to the surface am I? 41. I'm going to dig back upstairs. It's coming up on 18 minutes, and I said my goal is to do mostly surface stuff, and so I'm going to try to stick to that goal. And with the expectation that I'll still be able to find a dungeon somewhere on the surface where I'll be able to find the redstone that I need for a few redstoney items. So let's hope that that manages to come true. And do I already have the string I need? I do not, and so it might be worth killing the spider, who's probably just up on the surface over here. I'm a little bit worried about getting hit by a husk as I come out here. Oh boy. Okay. I think this is probably the best strategy. Skeletons can't hit you when they're inside of you like that. And then from here, I think what I want to do is actually kind of like dig my way out sideways, so that I can get a running start, because I'm a little bit afraid of these mobs. Alright, so there's my running start. Here is a chance to get some string. I got one of the 2. That's where I walked in, and so I'm still heading in a new direction if I go this way. This is unexplored terrain. We're still looking for pumpkins. We're still looking for cows. We're still looking for chickens. We're still looking for a jungle. I've already gotten the ender pearl. My apple, I could still kill myself and try to go back to spawn in case that's going to work out for me mysteriously. And if I could find one more spider to get another piece of string, that could be a good thing, but even better would be to find a dungeon on the surface that would get me the string and some redstone all in one fell swoop. So these are all good things to hope for. Okay, here is one piece of what I need. Oh, and there's even an egg here. All right, that's convenient. And I got my, what do you call? Okay, great. So we need to find a cow, and then we can make the book and quill. And if we happen to find a pumpkin, we would have all the ingredients to make the pumpkin pie at this point. And just in case we happen to find a village, we'll continue to collect more sugarcane in case an emerald becomes possible. And, oh, speak of the devil. All right, this might be working out for me then. Part of the strategy, explore as much as possible of the overworld. That's a pig, not a pumpkin. Had to lean in. I saw something off color there. All right, I'm going to leave that behind. 19 coal, I don't have that. Trying to find, I guess a white guy would have paper. And he's a cartographer, would probably live in like one of these houses. Actually, I don't know if that's actually true. Yes, 24 paper, great. So let's take all my sugarcane. I do need a piece of sugar. This is the slowest possible way to do this. All right, but we did it. Give me an emerald, please. Thank you. All right. So that's kind of an unexpected item. While I'm here, if there's a blacksmith, could that earn me anything? I don't think that it could. Yeah, I need to find cows is what I need to do. So let's find cows and a pumpkin ideally. I left my thingy-do behind. I'm glad that I was talking about the advantages of collecting all the sugarcane and that it actually paid off. Because, I don't know, just feels like vindication or something. So that's good. Okay, cows. It doesn't have to be cows. It could be anything that's going to give me leather. Although the cow would also get me the milk bucket. So I definitely do prefer the cows. But let's not pass up other leather mobs. Such as horses and llamas, I think, give you them too. And still looking for the pumpkin and still looking for the jungle. And let's see, we got like 3.5 minutes. I ought to be able to find at least 1 or 2 more items here. I'm only at 13 items. That's pretty crummy. Because I still haven't done the fishing. Right, I guess that's something that could have been... I'm not sure, actually, that the blacksmith loot table has redstone in it or string in it. Poop, poop, poop. And I don't see a I don't see a dungeon on the bottom of the ocean. I might need to hop in a boat here if this continent does not extend to go anywhere. Can I see cows anywhere over here? Still no cows, but there is ice, and I can jump like this very quickly over ice. So let's do some of that. I don't need to pick up any more sugarcane now. Actually, I do, because I'm 1 short of making the book, aren't I? All right, next sugarcane we see. Oh, there's a jungle. Okay, I have the gold for the melon. And the cocoa beans are just cocoa beans. So yeah, I should be able to get 2 items out of here for sure. Still don't see any leather mobs. Need to still keep an eye out for the pumpkin and the sugarcane. Still have plenty of food. And food ought not matter much at this point. Come on, cows. Could you please show up over here? Okay, inventory problem. All right, looking for melons, looking for cows. Let's go ahead and eat some food. Oops, that was a waste. Gotta make sure we complete the action. Eating to completion. I think I see a melon. So we'll be able to make a gold melon. Yes. And I can craft that like this. Zing, zang, zoom. Zizzle. Come on. Why'd that go back in my inventory? Poop. That's my sugarcane. I actually need that. I need that too. There's too many things that I need. Oh, and the stone. I'm never going to get the redstone. Let's just give up on that. Cows. Cows and pumpkins. Those are the quickest things to craft, I think. That's a brown sheep. It's not a cow. I just saw movement out of the corner of my eye. If I want cows, I should get out of the jungle because it's a little too dense to move quickly through here. I have like 30 seconds. I could craft a bucket and get some milk and then try to craft the other crazy thing. Oh, man. But I have 15 items. Oh, and I should update. I never gotten... I don't even have time to kill myself and go try to get the apple now. Unless there happens to be a lava pool on the surface. I could kill myself quite quickly enough. Well, I would have been able to kill myself quickly enough 20 seconds ago. All right, I feel like I took an alternative strategy on this one, but I got very unlucky in a couple of different departments. I never found a cow, which would have gotten me 2 more items, the book and the whatever. Wow, I have to go back up to here in order to get back home. I chopped down 3 swamp trees and didn't get the apple, which was unlucky. And there was something else, too. I only got 1 piece of string, despite finding a dungeon. I also didn't get the name tag. I never found a pumpkin. And there wasn't any redstone inside, yeah, the 1 dungeon that I did find that had 2 different chests. And so all of those, I think, were pretty lucky. And so I actually don't think I chose a bad strategy on this card. I think it was mostly bad luck. It definitely was a risky strategy, though. And for things like the book and quill, as well as the pumpkin pie, like choosing to spend more time going for those definitely has great chances to not pay off because sometimes you won't find a cow or sometimes you won't find a pumpkin. So I did take some risks there, but a number of the other items I think were bad luck. So that's my analysis of this card. That's my score of 15. I'm still proud of it, even though it wasn't a very good score. I look forward, as always, to comparing scores with all of you. I hope that you guys are having a great day, and I'll see you again soon with more Minecraft Bingo. Bye-bye.